Right, from Musk to the Met now. Scotland Yard has apologised after a volunteer officer told a Christian singer to stop performing church songs outside church grounds. Harmonie London, who has more than 300,000 YouTube subscribers, was performing Amazing Grace in Oxford Circus when she was stopped by the overzealous special constable. The young gospel singer says the exchange left her feeling humiliated and bullied.
You're allowed to do anywhere.
No, miss, you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church grounds, by the way.
You're not allowed to sing church songs outside
of church songs or church
you're not allowed
grounds. That's fine. That's
you're not
fine.
allowed. She just said you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church.
Outside of church grounds, unless you have
That's
you've
a load
been
of rubbish.
authorized by the church to do this kind of songs.
It's not saying anything anymore.
Are you saying that you don't care about the Human Rights Act? You're lost?
Right. well, the Met has since clarified the dispute was over unlicensed busking rather than the content of the songs, before Harmonie hit back saying she was sharing the gospel rather than busking. Now, the exchange has drawn criticism online, with many calling for the officer to be struck off. You know, when you're digging and you stop digging. So it was absolute nonsense, wasn't it? That clearly, and actually she's brilliant. If you listen to her song, she's absolutely brilliant, amazing vocal talent. And this is kind of, it goes to what the priorities of the police are, which is actually, why don't you stop the pickpockets in, you know, Oxford Street, for example? Why don't you actually stop the gun crime, the knife crime in this country? That should not be tolerated in any sense. And they're overzealous, aren't they?
It's clear that this volunteer police officer volunteers doing something else. First of all, you can literally see her making that up on the spot. Like, you can see the cogs turning in her head. You can't perform church signs outside of church. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Jesus wants us to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then the excuse of, oh no, it was about unlicensed busking. No, it wasn't. No. The police officer was making up rules on the go, and then she stuck her tongue out. The whole thing is ridiculous. She's a job's worth. And well done for Harmonie for posting this video, actually, and putting it out there.
Oh, wow. And actually, it does remind us, no, I don't want to get too sort of serious and po-faced about it, but there are some, you know, police volunteers or, you know, police officers who are just on a power trip. And you could sort of see it in this woman, that she just wanted to tell somebody off, and she chose the wrong person. She got videoed. She got, you know, she got her comeuppance. But you do think, you know, you have to be very, very careful when you're recruiting the police. I mean, gosh, we've been through much, much more serious things with the police. But a lot of people go into certain careers because they want a power trip, and they want to be like
You say it's not that serious, but actually I think it's really serious, and it touches on something that's happening across our society. It's only last week that some poor British bloke who was plinky-plonk on a public piano was told he had to stop because a bunch of Chinese tourists told him that he shouldn't be doing that in case they got captured on the video that he was using to live stream it. I can't believe you haven't noticed this story. No. Look it up. Extraordinary story. Another case of the police siding with a bunch of people who said you can't play this public piano and film yourself in case we appear. So look, this is a creeping authoritarianism among our police. We should be free to do inoffensive things on our streets, like playing the piano or singing songs or praying or whatever else people want.
The only sort of vague sympathy with this, you know, that woman works in Costa, by the way, the part-time copper, the volunteer. That's her normal job, dispensing a nitty latte. But here she is making up laws of the land. The only vague thing I would say, and this probably won't be unpopular, I hate buskers. I find it the most annoying that when I'm on the Jubilee line or wherever it happens to be, the last thing I want is somebody knocking out the answer, my friend, is blowing in the way.
But don't you think
get in the bin?
Don't they bring
I'm sorry. No, they don't bring anything. They get in the way. So only about 10% of them are any good. They're often too loud.
They're not supposed to be
good. They've got all those coins in a violin case, even though they're playing a trumpet. You know, it's all a bit weird and fishy to me. So maybe the girl from Costa, the part-time Bobby, was just shared my dislike of buskers.
You put her up to it, didn't you?
She's actually my friend. Her name is Samantha. And, I told her not to poke her tongue out, though, but she still couldn't get that to do.
Such a Grinch.
Yeah, I know. There you go.